What's up, everybody? My name is Tim Oswick, and today we're going to talk about putting pressure on your game dev. Now, this is going to be different from what I've talked about pressure in the past, because I'm of the mindset that the right kind of pressure, financial pressure, social pressure, whatever it is, can actually improve your performance and make you get stuff done, because it's definitely worked for my life. Every time I need to get something done, I tend to do it rather than just want to get stuff done. But the kind of pressure I'm talking about today is a little bit different, because some people put pressure on themselves that's not really necessary. They put unnecessary weights on their shoulders while they're trying to get stuff done. I have people that will say things in an email like, "Hey Tim, I just remortgaged my house and went indie. I got 6 months worth of savings and I'm really hoping to be the next Notch. Do you have any advice for me?" That's a whole lot of pressure. That's a whole lot of pressure that's completely unnecessary. That is a risk that is massive. That is a very hopeful mindset. And there's nothing wrong with being hopeful, but that is a situation that you are putting yourselves in that is just, I think, completely unnecessary. So what I want to actually encourage people, especially when they're starting out, is that they don't put pressure on themselves to figure stuff out or get stuff done, to just maybe enjoy it, right? Like, game development does not have to be a thing that you do to make money from. It does not have to be, your game does not have to be the next Minecraft. Your game does not have to sell millions of copies and get critical acclaim all over. You can just make a game and 4 people can play it, and that can be okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no, there should be no shame in that. There should be no anything. Like, that is completely okay to join game jams for fun, or to, just build games on the side and have a job. Like, there's nothing wrong with that kind of lifestyle mentality. It comes down to what your objectives are and what your goals are. I think everybody would like to make money from their games, right? Like, especially if games are their passion, making money from something you love to do is fantastic. But you don't have to put that pressure on, at least initially anyway, to actually learn about it and make it happen. Now, if your objective and your goal is to actually build a business, then yeah, you want to learn. You want to hold yourself accountable. You want to have goals. You want to have objectives. You want to, talk to people that have done the stuff that you want to do. There's all kinds of stuff like that. But I think that a lot of people put a whole lot of pressure early on, and they burn themselves out way too quick. They think that they have to release their first game on Steam and make a bunch of money. They think that they have to be this commercial success. They think that they have to be, the IGF winner or whatever. And I'm guilty of this too, right? Like, I've put unnecessary pressure on my games and myself in the past, and I think it is hurt me mentally in a lot of ways. It's really kind of set me back a bit, because there's unnecessary pressure in what I'm building and what I'm doing. Like, at the end of the day, like, you can just release a game and nobody can play it, and it's all good, and you can have fun making it. Like, that's totally okay. There is no world in which you have to sell 1 million copies or make $1 million or any of that. Now, the longer you go into it and the more pressure you put onto it, that's what creates those negative feelings, that anxiety, right? That pressure, that unnecessary negative emotional attachment, which I'm guilty of too. I know what that's like. Putting pressure on something unnecessarily when it doesn't need to be there can be negative. And that's my whole message for today. It's short and sweet. And so, like I said, if you are in games for a hobby, you just like to make video games, if you're just making games because you love it and you want people to play your games and make people happy, think about that. Think about why you make games. And then realize that your games don't have to be anywhere. You don't have to be the next Notch. You don't have to do this stuff. You can just enjoy the process, right? And if you want to build a business, maybe you can use some of that pressure to your advantage. Just don't wear it out, because I know how crazy it can be. I know what it can do when you burn yourself out of it. So that's all I got for you. I hope you found it useful. If you did, leave me a thumbs up and a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Once again, my name is Tim Oswick, and I will see you on the live stream tonight.